You know, the funny thing, and not the haha funny thing, but the sadly funny thing, is that we spend more time working on our golf swing than we do in our marriage relationship. We spend more time deliberately improving things that, when it comes right down to it, really are things that don't matter as much as our spouse. Even if you're a professional and your job is golfing, I'm saying that strong marriages, like a strong anything else, take time and deliberate, focused practice. A strong marriage is what I call a one marriage. It's certainly two people, but there's a oneness of everything in the union of strong couples. The Bible describes this in Genesis with the very first marriage between Adam and Eve. Adam says, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She should be called woman, for she was taken out of man." The Bible goes on to say that this is the reason a man will leave his father and mother and be united to his wife, and they will become one flesh. We jokingly talk about this at weddings when you look around at the people who've been married for a long time and realize that not only do they start to look alike, they start to talk alike too. Not only that, sometimes they don't even have to talk, they just know. I don't think this oneness happens automatically. There's a process that happens as we give and receive, as we discard and acquire, that's tied into our human nature. I do believe that there are certain things that we can practice and certain practices we can do that contribute to moving towards oneness in marriage. Let me share two of them with you. The first one is a no brainer: be together. Obviously, if your goal is to become one, having the two of you on opposite sides of the world will make that difficult. Having the two of you busy working, the same thing. Make time to be together. It's not just the quality time, it's the quantity time too. Do the chores together, exercise, go shopping together. Don't have time for dates? Find time or find yourselves in trouble. The second practice maybe isn't a no brainer, but it's definitely a good brainer: be apart. This is the total opposite of the first. It may sound kind of weird, but it's vital to the goal of oneness. You need to spend time growing as an individual to contribute to your growth as a couple. Codependent relationships are not the goal. Interdependent ones are. I need you, you need me. Without you, I'm incomplete. Without me, you're incomplete. When you're strong individually, you can be strong collectively. Paul, in speaking of the church and our relationship to Jesus, calls this oneness the mystery of marriage. He didn't know, and we don't need to know how the oneness actually happens. We just need to know that oneness is the target that we're to practice aiming for.